This is me, Eva. And this is Muthr. I was raised underground, in a bunker.
The Earth was sick and needed time to heal without us.
Now, after years of training, I am finally ready to meet other humans. What's on the other side of this?
I don't have information on restricted areas.
WondLa. Is someone looking for me?
Intruder in sanctuary. What is that thing? I do not know. This vent shaft leads to the surface. Go!
Whoa. Where am I?
She is a human.
Okay, someone had a little too much to drink. No one have seen human for a long time.
If this is Earth, what happened? And where is everybody?
You are looking for answers.
I want to know what happened to the humans.
Oh my.
Something so fragile should not be so bold. Perhaps that is why you're the last of your kind.
What if I'm alone? What if I'm the only one?
Oh, Eva, you're not alone.
Someone out there wants me to find them.
Time to jump!
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Apple TV's WondLa, arriving with all 7 episodes on Friday, June 28th. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And joining me to talk all things WondLa is the showrunner, executive producer, Bob's Gannaway. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, great to be here.
It's a pleasure to chat with you, sir. So, I was one of the lucky few to screen this already, so I can already explore this world in preparation to chat with you. It's so good, and I'm not just saying that. It's everything that I want in a great sci-fi. So I'm curious for you, when these books came to your hands, or when this series was pitched to you, for you to bring you on board. What was it for you that made you want to climb on board WondLa?
Hey, I connected to this story the same reason Tony DiCerlisi wrote the books. Is that he wrote the books when his daughter was younger. He wrote the books, and he was writing a story. Basically, he knew his daughter was going to be going out into a world that was different than the world that he went out in. Right? It's a complicated world out there, right? And it's different for every generation. And so all you can do as a parent is kind of sort of raise your kid as best you can and send them out there and hope they're going to make mistakes. There's going to be decisions they have to make that maybe it's not clear what's right or wrong. And so he took that idea and blew it out to the extreme, right? So she's raised underground. She's told there's this environment, and then she goes into this world that is not what she was expecting. And I have a daughter the same age as Tony's. So it was very easy to connect with Eva and her growth and the idea behind thematically of someone going out in the world. They're a teenager. They think they've got it all figured out. And then they just start to have to deal with lots of challenges that maybe they weren't expecting and make hard decisions.
I love that. I echo that as well. As a girl dad, I got a teenager getting ready to go into her junior year right now, so I feel that. This series, again, it's everything you want in a good sci-fi, and I'm again really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the rest of the world to enjoy it on June 28th. What were like the line items when I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna sign on board, I'm gonna help you make this happen? What were like the line items like this needs to be right? The animation Skydance killed it, but like the cast that you had, can we talk about the pre-pro creating WondLa?
Yeah, I've been working on it for years and years. So let me summarize that. Well, first of all, I've done a lot of television and some feature work, and it used to be it was very distinctive, right? There's a TV series versus a feature. Now with limited series, with the idea that we can aim for a feature quality look of picture, but we're not limited to 2 hours for a story. We can actually create a story that can grow, and characters that can evolve and go through a lot of changes over a series of many episodes. So that was super exciting. For me personally, I've never done a serialized show. And by that, I mean really a cliffhanger show where it's really one long story and we're just sort of each show is, has its moment, but it's part of a bigger story. I hadn't really done that to this extreme, so that was exciting for me. But it all boils down to character, emotion driving character, and character driving story. And so looking for the quality of the storytelling, the quality of the picture, and then voice cast. Yes, that's where you're that's another that's another element where you are getting to sort of craft and grow the characters. And for me, in animation, it's the only part of animation that you really get to do spontaneously in real time, because animation is so labor intensive, where you're in the booth with the actors coming up with ideas or going off script. So just elevating across the board for Apple TV Plus and delivering a show that's hopefully feature quality and has a depth of storytelling for all audiences.
Was so good. I can't wait. Let me talk about Jeanine Mason. I had the honor and pleasure of chatting with her like a week ago to talk about this series. Can you talk about her and just some of the other great voice talent as well that you were able to bring on board?
Jeanine was great. I hadn't worked with Jeanine, but she was fantastic and had the challenge of carrying the sort of lead of the show. Awesome to work with. She was in New York, so I was mostly directing her remotely, but we had a great time. And just fun fact, we had over 250 recording sessions for the series, which is a lot. Not just those aren't just with her, but the idea that you want the actors, we go back and rewrite and come back and iterate and continue to work on the story as it evolves. And so she was great in that situation where you're recording a line for the third, fourth, or fifth, or sixth time. Teri Hatcher's Muthr was almost like a no-brainer because she did the audiobooks for it. So that was a done deal that she would be the voice of Muthr. I've worked with Teri before. She's fantastic, and like any great actress, is really there to sort of like understand and grow and sort of bring the character to life. Brad Garrett is Otto. We had this big character named Otto, who's sort of he's actually a water bear, which is almost a microscopic thing in our world, but has been blown up big in this world. Nobody's got a bigger like oil barrels for lungs voice. Brad
Perfect.
Garrett. Yeah, I've worked with him for years and years, and so getting Brad on, and then Gary Anthony Williams, the Rovender character, super important because it's the sort of father figure for Eva, in the story. And so Gary did a great job bringing that to life. And Shike, who did Bastille, don't let him fool you. He's a huge guy, but just a big teddy bear. We actually had trouble with him, making him a little bit scary sometimes because he's just such a nice guy. Like, be scarier. So great voice cast. Everybody's having a good time, and everybody loved the fact that we were aiming high.
You guys did it. It looks good, sounds good, it's amazing. So we're getting the first 7 episodes on June 28th. Is this going to be, there's the first book. There's 3 books. So yes. Is Apple TV committed to giving us the next 2 after this? Fingers crossed?
Yes, there will be.
Can you talk on that?
There will be more episodes.
Excellent.
Working on them now.
I'm enjoying it, and I got to thank you personally, Bob's. A lot of fun. I can't wait to share this with my daughter and watch it with her and the rest of my family. Thank you so much, Bob's.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. It's been great talking to you.
Appreciate you. Everybody, WondLa arrives on June 28th with all 7 episodes, the first installment of the trilogy. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Thanks, Bob's. Appreciate you.
Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate you being here.
Take care. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Kuya P, Nerds World Bobs, it's a pleasure to chat with you.
I love living in your world.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's rock and roll this.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
I love it. Let me count us in to help me with my edit. I appreciate you. Here we go in a 1, 2, 3.